my friends. Today's video is all about tea. I'm a massive fan of all its forms. Iced, hot, boba, you name it. But how did tea get its start, and how have different cultures adapted it to their needs? Let's take a look. As I learned during my Beijing trip, tea's origins can be traced back to ancient China, where, at first, it was used for medicinal purposes. The first recorded use of tea as a beverage dates back to the Tang Dynasty, 618–907 AD, and it was considered a status symbol for the upper class. It wasn't until the Song Dynasty, 960–1279 AD, that tea began to be consumed by the general population. The popularity of tea quickly spread to other parts of Asia, including Japan and Korea, where tea became an integral part of their culture, and they even have traditional tea ceremonies. Eventually, tea made its way to the Middle East. The first record of tea being consumed in this region dates back to the 9th century, and it was often consumed with sweet pastries and desserts. Tea, like many ingredients from Asia and the Middle East, made its way to Europe through the trade routes of the Silk Road. The first record of tea being consumed in Europe dates back to the 16th century, when Portuguese traders brought it back from Asia. However, it wasn't until the 17th century that tea became widely popular in Europe. Tea quickly became a status symbol in Europe, and it was consumed by the upper classes as a way to show off their wealth and sophistication. In Britain, the tradition of afternoon tea was born. Afternoon tea was a way for the upper classes to socialize and enjoy a cup of tea with friends. During the 18th century, the British began to establish tea plantations in their colonies, including India and Sri Lanka. This led to an increase in the production and availability of tea, making it more affordable for the middle class. As all my fellow history buffs are well aware, tea also played a significant role in the American Revolution. In 1773, a group of colonists protested British taxation by throwing crates of tea into the Boston Harbor in what became known as the Boston Tea Party. Today, tea is consumed in almost every part of the world and has become an integral part of many cultures where each region adds its own style. In India, for example, chai, Hindi for tea, is made by brewing black tea with a combination of herbs and spices, such as cinnamon, ginger, and cardamom. In Uruguay and Argentina, they have what they call mate, which is one of my favorite types of tea. It's made by brewing dried leaves from the native yerba mate plant in a gourd and drinking it through a metal straw. In the US, we have our version of the drink as well, sweet tea, an icy, delightfully sugary concoction. Whether you prefer a cup of black tea, green tea, or herbal tea, there is no denying the important role that tea has played in the history of our world. As for me, I'll take all of the above. If you enjoyed this video and want to check some more, go visit cookingwithjade.com. See you next time.